everyone, it's Kathryn Stelljes with Keller Williams Realty, owner of the Think Live Be team located in downtown Orlando. I'm here with your monthly market update. So if you watch my videos, you know that I'm always analyzing the data from the previous month. On about the 15th of the month, we get the stats from the last month, and I look over it, analyze it, and come to you with, what are the trends in the real estate market for Central Florida, as well as what do I think is happening going forward. Obviously, we can't predict the future, but we can look at trends and see what should we expect heading into this holiday season. So looking at September of this year, compared to last year, we had about 300 less sales happen last month than we did the previous year in September. So we've been seeing this all year long of this cooling and slowing down of the real estate market, and that is largely due to the interest rates. The interest rates hit a 20-year high in about October, November of last year. And so the market started to cool down because buyers were finding it less affordable, and some buyers just simply couldn't afford to buy and had to step out of the market. So as interest rates have come down, the number of home sales has kind of been pretty slow this year compared to the last few years. And so since last year, about 300 less buyers closed on a home in September. So the average interest rate, though, surprisingly, was the lowest we've seen in 2 years. And we average for the Orlando metro area 5.89% as an interest rate. Now, one thing to note here is that the market lags a little bit. So as the rates come down, the number of sales, it takes time for that to hit the headlines that the rates have come down for buyers to get back out into the market. So if the rates continue to come down, we still won't see the impact of that in the market until maybe December, January. So those buyers will start to get into the market. They've got to look for a house, find the right one, write an offer, negotiate, and they won't close until end of year. So now the number of homes available for sale has been around 11,000, 11,500 for the last few months. That's a lot higher than last year, which is why the market has felt so slow this year, is because the supply and demand has gotten out of whack compared to the last few years. However, the last few months, we're not seeing large amounts of listings coming on. We've kind of maintained this 11,000, 11,500. And so that's a good sign that, we don't suspect we'll have large droves of new listings over the next couple of months in the holiday season. So people will list their homes, but not mass amounts of new listings will come on. So we'll probably maintain for the rest of the year right around where we are, which supply compared to demand is at 5 months of inventory. So what we say is anything below 4 months is considered a seller's market. That just means that the sellers have maybe more upper hand in negotiations. 4 to 6 months is considered a balanced market. So we are in a balanced market. What is that? It's normal. It means a seller has an asking price, a buyer makes an offer, and we negotiate. So we're in a normal spot. However, compared to the last few years, it feels very slow and stagnant. So just know that if you're a buyer, you've got a lot of opportunity here. There's twice as many listings as there were last year. You've got more negotiating power because there are a lot less buyers than the past few years. Like I said, about the same, a little bit less than last year, but it's a completely different market than 2-3 years ago. So you have more opportunity than you have in the last few years. As a seller, though, you have to understand the prices are still great. In fact, the median price is up 2.7% since last year. That's almost a normal appreciation rate. So even with the cooling down in the interest rates, the market is still appreciating at a decent rate. So you're in a good spot as a seller to still capitalize on your market value, but you have to understand there will be some negotiation happening with a buyer. They're not going to expect to come in and necessarily pay full asking price. Every location is a little bit unique though, so if you're thinking of selling, there is time to do that before the end of the year. The average days on market right now is 58, so you do have time to get your house on the market and get it sold, but every pocket's different. So if you're thinking about closing before the end of the year, there's great opportunity for you to do that. You just give me a call and we'll see when you need to time that out to make sure that you get closed and on to where you need to go during this holiday season. So you can always reach me at 407-982-7240, and I look forward to serving you this holiday season and helping you make whatever moves you need to or into 2025.